Okay, hi. So I'm currently watching The MAID on Netflix, and I'm on episode 8. I just finished episode 8, so I have 2 episodes left. And I got some things to say about this show. So, first of all, the main character. I'm not in love with their pick for casting for that because, it's fine. It's just a bit unrealistic. Secondly, I like how the show I felt like its goal was to shine a light on all the insecurities in the government and the problems with getting assistance and things like that, and trying to navigate the system and get housing and food for your baby and all that. And that was great. And I felt like everything that happened to her up until a certain point, everything that happened to her was kind of out of her control, and I was feeling bad for her. Like, she had this crazy mom, and it was just all this stuff. Her mom was like deranged, and the poor girl, horrible daycare. So I was feeling bad for her until she decided to sleep with Sean. But when I first saw that she slept with Sean, I was like, okay, that's on him, because she's in a vulnerable position. She is in shock right now. Her mom is just shocked her, and she just doesn't know what's going on with her life. So I gave her the pass, because I was like, well, a lot happens with women that are vulnerable, so that's on him. But he's manipulating her, which I saw that from a mile away. I'm like, he's acting like he really wants her and he really loves her, and he does, I'm sure, but he's a manipulator. And the fact that he relapsed, I wouldn't want to judge him based off relapsing, but he relapsed and got you kicked out of your apartment, and you're still talking to him about things that don't have to do with Maddie. Please, please, I would not ever speak to you unless it has to do with Maddie, because I was on my way. I had to beg my way into that apartment, and you just booty up on the couch at my landlord's couch? Are you serious? Like, no. So that made me upset. I was like, okay. Then she decided, you made a bad decision. You messed up, girl. I get you. Okay. But then you gonna go back to Nate and tell him that you slept with, like, you told him? Like, what you think he was gonna do? What you thought he was gonna be like, oh, okay, I made you breakfast, honey? Like, no, he gonna tell you to get out. He likes you. And then that's another thing. Like, if you had, her life could have went a completely different way if she had just gave that man a chance. Like, I get it. You don't want to take advantage of a man, and I get that. But this man is not unsuspecting. He knows your situation, and he has the resources to help you, and he wants to help you, and you like him and he likes you. Just like her mom was saying, like, what is your problem? Like, what? Like, and then you go back to dude? I get it though. It's psychologically, she probably just feels like that's what she deserves, and she doesn't deserve Nate or whatever. And so it's like a subconscious thing. But I was really disappointed at how that interaction went down. Like, she didn't even seem remorseful. She was just like, I did sleep with Sean. Yeah, sorry. Not gonna lie to you. What? I'm sure she felt a completely different. So yeah, I keep running out of storage on my phone, so I keep having to delete stuff. But I think something is up with her too, mentally, because she has problems expressing her feelings, which everybody does at some point. But hers is weird. Like, it's like she is like having this feeling on the inside, but it's like a block. Like, she can't get out how she really feels. And I think that is contributing to all of these problems, because people, they're not taking her seriously. They're not thinking that she cares about anything. And so I'm hoping in these last 2 episodes, don't spoil it for me, I'm hoping that in these last 2 episodes she will get herself together. Like, come on, girl. And then she got into the school. Here's another bad decision. Why would you? I get that you're excited, but girl, like, you are living in this man's house and claiming y'all not together. He obviously thinks y'all together, obviously. And that's another thing. When the friend asked her, are you guys together? Like, she can't answer questions. Like, she has a really hard time with confrontation and direct questions. But anyway, she found out she got accepted to the school, and she tells them, like, why would you not be like, I'm gonna plan this, I'm gonna calculate how I'm gonna get out of here, I'm going to think about this. And of course he goes and he sabotages her transportation. Of course, that didn't surprise me. He got you kicked out of your apartment. He's manipulative. And then she said before, like, she didn't have access to a checking account because he, like, took her checking account. He doesn't want her to work. He wants complete control over her life. Why would he not take that car back? And that's it now. You're not finna go back over there like, hey, can I get the car back? He's finna be like, girl, if you don't get off my property, I'm done with you. Like, get out of my face. Like, he's gonna be like, girl, if you don't get off my property, I am done with you. I am done with this situation. Please leave. And I can kind of see her going back. I hope she doesn't do that. But I'm happy that she has a job. I think that she can figure out how to get to the ferry and get to her job and save up her money. I wish that lady would offer her a live-in position as a nanny so she can get away from Sean. He's gonna hit her. He hasn't done it yet, but, like, if we're talking about the timeline of this show, give it a year. He'll be hitting her in the face. She knows that, and that's why she left in the first place. So I'm rooting for her. She's making bad decisions. Her whole life, like, I'm just thinking, like, if she would have just gave that man a chance, left Sean alone, she would have been living right. Maddie would be riding ponies. She would probably have her own pony. They would be eating good. They'd be going on vacations once a year. And honestly, it's a lot of women that do that. You know, they're like, man, I got these kids, like, or a kid or whatever, and I'm broke. Like, and there's this nice man who loves me and I love him, and he so happens to have money or resources. I'm going to make a good decision for me and my daughter or son or whatever, and I'm going to get with him. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think that's gold digging or anything like that. If the two people are truly in love and you're truly attracted to him, there's nothing wrong with that. And vice versa, for a man that meets a woman with more resources and they want to help you, there is no problem with that. And I'm really disappointed that she couldn't see that. And I think she did see it when he finally, like, shoved her up against the wall. She was just like, I am an idiot. Like, I was getting so mad at the Mexican girl from the beginning. Or I shouldn't say Mexican, I'm sorry. Latina girl from the beginning. She was so upset with her for going back. And she did the same thing. And she does not realize that she is also, it's like she doesn't think that she is in a domestic relationship. And maybe that's a bigger message too, is like, you don't think you're in it until you're in it. And then when you're in it, you still don't think you're in it. So that's a big takeaway too. And I just feel for it. I feel for all these people. And I've been praying for people in domestic relationships because I do think this show had a big positive message. I do. Which is just awareness. But anyway, girl, I be thinking these people are real. I'm like, man, I'm praying for Maddie. I'm like, wait, Maddie's not real. I literally be wanting to pray for these characters. I'm like, wait a minute, they're not real. Like, but there are people going through stuff like this. Oh my goodness. Whew. I hope she goes to school. I hope she gets her life together. And that is all I have to say. Bye. Hi everyone. So I successfully finished the last 2 episodes. And I am happy. I feel good. I feel fulfilled. I'm so glad she got her happy ending. I think I was a bit too hard on Alex because now I'm like, she learned from all those situations and all that stuff had to happen for her to get to where she is right now. And so even though she's not real, she feels real to me. I hope she has no regrets. Beautiful girl. She could make it as a model or an actress, which is kind of funny because she probably is a model and an actress. But I think that I'm just happy. I'm happy the black lady came through for her with the lawyer. That lawyer was so dope. The one that was helping her. Oh my gosh, I loved her. She was fierce. Look at her outfits. Go back and look at her outfits. Go back and look at how she was walking when she had them glasses on. I was like, get it, girl, get it. I'm happy that Sean came to his senses and signed over custody because he knew that he was going to be a bad dad. And keeping Maddie in that town was not good for her because her mom was just going to continue to struggle. And so now she can get her degree. She can do whatever she wants. She could be a writer. She could be a professor. And one thing, I was a little bit sad about the mom not coming, but I understood that. And I felt like that was very realistic, like that she didn't come because she found housing. She was trying to use it for housing. I mean, and it's really sad that Alex really doesn't have anybody in this world that's really looking out for her. I think that's sad because her mom ultimately kind of was like, kind of chose that other guy without explicitly saying she chose that other guy, but she's just like, I'd rather be alone and free than be stuck with you because you're going to get on my nerves. And I get that. Or on the flip side, she wanted her daughter to be free, and she knew that with her going, she was going to be a burden or like a charity case or something like that. So there's two sides of it. We don't really know her motivations, but I'm glad Alex still left. I wish there was a season 2. Like, come on, Netflix, make a season 2. That was great. I think the acting was superb. Alex's acting, Margaret Qualley, I've been looking her up, and now I feel kind of bad about the comments I made in the beginning because I'm like, okay, like they were really mother and daughter. Like, okay, I do think that she was gorgeous, and I think that's amazing. Like, of course, we love to see pretty people, but I think that made it a little bit, at first, it made it a bit unrealistic. But once you got to know her, you were like, okay, I guess this could happen. Like, obviously, pretty people are poor too. Pretty people don't just get handouts unless they're looking for handouts and they're trying to like get those handouts. Just because you're gorgeous doesn't automatically make you exempt from pain and hardship and things like that. So great series, Netflix. Good job. I hope they keep making stuff like this. Danielle, though, the Latinx girl, I don't know the politically correct thing to say, but Danielle, where did she go? Danielle, the friend from the homeless shelter. Where did she go? So she's just gone. I mean, I guess that's so realistic though, because this is the type of stuff that happens. You don't get closure. Good stuff, Netflix. I enjoyed this series. I will remember it forever. I will be probably thinking about these characters for the next couple of weeks. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think.